Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Kayo ba nag-aabang noong hinihintay na TR to PR program? Sabi kasi maglalabas na raw ng detalye, no? Itong buwan ng Abril, pero sa ngayon, wala pa ring details tungkol dyan. Ngayon, sa kahintayin ninyo ng detalye, naiinis na rin ba kayo? Dahil parang may mga lumalabas, ilang mga reports tungkol dyan, pakonti-konti yung information 'no, parang ba't ba hindi na lang ibagsak sa official website ng IRCC? Naiinis na rin ba na rin ba kayo sa ganitong sitwasyon? Huwag kayong mag-alala, hindi kayo nag-iisa dahil isang grupo po ng mga immigration lawyers pinarating na ang inyong hinaing sa IRCC. They sent a letter today, April 22, diretso mismo kay Immigration Minister Leyna Diab. Yan. Alam nyo ba, founding member lang naman, no? Itong ating suking si Attorney Ludang Zalan ng SILA. Am I pronouncing the acronym correctly, Lucila? Okay,
Yeah.
it is Canadian Immigration Lawyers Association. Okay, so you guys sent a letter to Minister Leyna Diab about your concerns. Nakita ko dun sa letter, no? By the way, pakita natin. By the way, hello and welcome back, Attorney Lu, ah.
Hello.
Okay, ito yung letter, oh. 2 pages. Okay. At very, straight to the point naman, ano. I think this is the relevant portion, ano. You guys are concerned that details of the TR to PR program, which was first referenced doon sa Budget 2025, are being released piecemeal through social media and informal interviews rather than through official IRCC channels. Our members have observed a marked rise in confusion, anxiety, and inquiries concerning criteria, timing, eligibility that cannot presently be answered with reference to any authoritative source. Do you have any experience? Baka sa'yo, marami ba nagtatanong dahil dito sa mga piecemeal information that's coming out? Ano experience mo handling these concerns, queries?
Well, yun nga, I completely 100% agree with this particular statement of the group nga na yung problema, bakit ba in pieces dumarating? Parang striptease. Um, Ganito na ba ang government policy announcements na
Mhm.
papatse-patse, tapos parang binibitin ng mga tao, tapos gagawin pa with, I'm sorry, but like, sasabihin ko na lang na parang, bakit yun yung forum na pinili kung saan siya mag-a-announce? Bakit hindi sa official channels through the Government of Canada website? Bakit may fini-favor na isang, vlogger or podcast, what have you, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
yun nga, actually, the letter actually criticizes that, na parang merong, problematic, like, platform na nagpo-provide ng types of services na annex to immigration. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what possessed Minister Diab. Parang sunod-sunod yung mga strike niya. Kung
Mhm.
bowling 'to, 200 points na siya, sa totoo lang.
Oo. Baka hindi po nasusundan kasi nung iba 'no, si Attorney Lu is referring to a recent interview the immigration minister had sa isang YouTube channel, eh. Actually, I had an episode about it 'no, because doon nga 'no, she gave some, information tungkol sa TR to PR program kasi tinanong siya ng host, which curiously, Lu, by the way 'no, kasi I wanted to say the name of the host when I talked about it in my episode. Hindi ko mahanap yung pangalan nung host nung
Max
YouTube
Maddock.
channel. Ano ba name niya?
Max Maddock.
Oh, so ano ba yun? Ano 'no, I just realized meron siyang it's an immigration agency. Parang gano'n ano?
It seems to be, but I'm not
Yeah.
entirely sure. And there's a lot of discussion among immigration practitioners na, "Who you?" 'Di ba?
Oo, oo.
Parang hindi naman kita kilala as lisensyado either as a consultant or as a lawyer, like no one can seem to verify in different circles. So parang, who you talaga? Kaya
Oo.
talagang parang una, yun na nga, bakit papatsi-patsi yung announcement na yun nga, hostage yung buhay at anxiety at depression,
Mm.
paminsan suicide suicidal thoughts ng mga tao about, may ideation na yung iba, eh. Tapos
Mhm.
ginagawa ng gobyerno, grabe napaka-irresponsable talaga. I
Yeah.
cannot, hold it back na I mean, I've been, like, trying to be patient with Minister Diab. It's not an easy portfolio, pero grabe 'tong ginagawa niya. I
Oo.
don't know kung sino nag-a-advice sa kanya. Pangalawa, bakit itong platform na 'to? 'Di ba,
Oo.
bakit hindi dun sa official channels ng government? Pangatlo, sabi nga ng SILA, kung maglalabas kayo, ilabas niyo na maayos para malinaw kasi clarity dispels the possibility of fraud and yung mga nagte-take advantage ng mga tao na desperado.
Yeah.
So, anong
I
anong siste? Anong anong nangyayari? And I hope that the Prime Minister's office is, you know, starting to see this because this is really alarming. This is not how government is done.
Yeah. Oo, puntahan natin yung key points 'no. You mentioned some of it already. Na dahil dun sa papatsi-patsing information coming out, this is what's happening. Okay, according to this letter. Nagkakaroon ng misinformation. Okay, sabi dito, inconsistent program signals are reaching the public through commercial and monetized social media platforms before being verified by the IRCC. Ito pala, minention nila yung channel, yung I'm Canada.
Mhm,
Okay? Tapos, eto nagkakaroon din ng possibility 'no for exploitation risks. I think this is one of the first issues we raised, Luno, when we talked
mhm,
about this TR to PR program kasi marami na agad nag-o-offer na, "O sige na, konti lang ang kaya kong i-accommodate, ano 'to, pumasok na kayo sa'kin, maging kliyente ko na kayo para kapag, lumabas na yung TR to PR program, okey na tayo, hihingi na ng bayad."
mhm.
Eh, wala pa ngang rules. We talked about this before. So
Yeah,
guys, don't do that ha, wag muna kayo magbayad ng kung ano, hindi niyo pa nga alam kung kayo ay qualified diyan. Okay. And then, irreversible decisions. Sabi dito, applicants may make premature life decisions or pay for unauthorized representatives based on incomplete information, leading harm that is often difficult to undo. Yan,
yeah.
okay. Oo, maganda to, sabi dito, these individuals should not be put in a position to base important life decisions on speculations. Okay. At isa pang nangyayari, nagkakaroon ng increased anxiety. Oo, lalo na itong last interview nga niya, Lou, if there's anything sort of new, binanggit doon na outside, ano daw, urban areas, outside the big cities. Okay, it's not new
Well,
in a way kasi sinabi naman noon ano, na magfo-focus talaga sa rural towns.
buti
Pero
inunahan
dahil
mo ako kasi I was
nagbanggit
gonna
ng
push back
ilan,
hard.
oo, yung dahil nagbanggit pa ng ilang mga areas, I think some people are now starting to complain. Wala pa nga yung official listahan ano. Bakit naman gano'n? Paano naman kami dito? Yung mga ganyan ano. So ang dami ng mga opinyong nagsisilabasan.
Alam mo yung
Hmm,
Roman times, yung Colosseum, yung emperor nakaupo dun, tapos pinapanood yung mga leon na nag-aaway tsaka yung mga gladiators. Parang ganun yung imahe ko kay Minister Diab. Sa totoo lang na parang nagkakaroon ng carnage dun sa baba, tapos siya
oo,
kumakain ng ubas. Kasi sobrang mali talaga. Alam mo yun,
yeah,
kung hindi din naman siya magsasabi ng buo, wag na lang siya magsalita, sa totoo
right.
lang. Obvious ba na naiinis na talaga ako?
Oo. I have a feeling 'no, yung YouTube episode sa totoo lang, I felt like it was scripted. What do you think? I
Hmm.
felt like she was obviously to me, I think she was given the questions in advance.
Oh, yes.
Oo.
Ina, veterano ka dito. 'Di ba, na-interview mo mga high level personalities. Kitang-kita mo yung different ng shift ng tone niya from normal interviews from her, Q&A sa press con, 'di ba?
Mhm,
'Di ba
mhm,
may part ng press con na magre-read out siya, tapos kapagka
mhm,
Q&A na nag-iiba yung tono niya. Yung tono niya dun sa sit down felt more like a read out. You're
right.
absolutely right to identify that.
Yeah, but usually 'no, base po 'to sa aking, bumunting experience lang naman na interviewing din kung sino-sino. Eh, usually when you have, sort of ano ba, scripted interview, yung humihingi ng questions in advance, meron kang gustong narrative na ipalabas, eh, okey? Yung ini-interview. So, I'm wondering, ano ba naging end goal ano bang naging ending 'no? Anong na-achieve niya in releasing or getting that sit-down interview, right? Kundi confusion pa rin. Wala namang
Yeah,
big ano 'no? Ano kaya
yun na
yung
nga,
end
eh.
goal?
Kumbaga kung hinihintay mo sanang humupa yung init nung baga, dinagdagan mo lang ng panggatong, gano'n ang na-achieve. Kasi
Right.
wala siyang bagong detalye na nilabas, eh. So, ang nakakainis dito, Ina, ang daming nagsasabi, "Oh, may bago."
Hmm,
Alam nating ano, yun nga, pero you're right, you identified it very quickly nga and correctly na, "Teka, hindi naman 'to bago, eh." Alam natin talagang sa labas 'to ng mga large urban centers. Sa budget
yeah,
2025 pa lang binanggit na yun. Ang hindi lang natin alam na medyo bago, may sinasabi siya ngayon na smaller census regions. So, lalabas siya sa mga CMA. So, kung hindi niyo
right.
alam yung CMA, Google ninyo yun, Census Metropolitan Area. Statistics Canada has a list of all of those. The Greater Toronto Area is an example of a census metropolitan area. So is, Vancouver, for example. Pero meron kasing mga maliliit na metropolitan areas na iniisip ng iba, "Ay, probinsya 'to. Ay, malayo
Yeah,
ito from like Toronto." So iniisip nila automatic na rural na ito, 'di ba? So
right.
parang hindi, eh. So yun yung pinaka element ng bago pero hindi pa rin siya bago kasi alam naman natin na gano'n talaga yun if you know how to read policy leaves. So, sana
Oo.
talaga hindi na lang siya nagsalita kasi nakadagdag lang siya ng pasakit sa mga naghihintay.
Right. Actually, I wanna ask you about that, pero later on na 'no. Puntahan muna natin itong recommendations ninyo ng grupo ninyo sa kanya. Sabi niyo dito, to restore clarity, SILA recommends that IRCC issue a public statement to, four things. Number one, confirm whether the TR2PR program has officially launched. Number two, if not launched, provide a clear expected launch date. Oo nga naman. Parang, sige, mamaya na ako magsasabi ng opinion ko. Number three, indicate when the full eligibility criteria will be published on the IRCC website. Number four, confirm it does not have a relationship. Oh wow, hindi ko na ano tong four
Hindi mo
with
nakita yan
AMP
ano?
Canada and its legal services.
Yep.
O sige, mamaya na yung number four. Punta tayo dun sa number three. Kasi nga no, April supposedly is the month when she said herself na maglalabas ng more details about the TR2PR program. If that was it already, no? There's something wrong going on, no? Parang, um, why? Hindi pa siguro talaga ba nila na-iron out itong TR2PR program when it was included in Budget 2025? That was all the way back announced in November last year. What could be going on? Kasi sabi niya doon sa I'm Canada interview, no? In a few weeks na naman, may lalabas. Ano ba yun? Extend na lang ng extend.
Kagaya nga nung short video na nilabas ko, silence. Kasi nga wala naman talagang bago and, we're recording this April 22. Ano yung sabi sa Pilipinas, petsa na. And siguro na nahalata niyo yung tono ko medyo irita na talaga kasi nga seryoso, like alam mo yun ang
Yeah.
dami talaga naghihintay 3 linggo na tayo sa Abril. Nagsabi
Mhm.
siya, "Oh, shortly we will release it." Alam mo ma'am, wag ka na lang kasi sana magsalita, sa totoo
Yeah.
lang.
Yeah. Okay. Yung number four, I find it also interesting, no? Ano ba ang legal implications? Meron bang ano yan? Ano ang mali, sakali, no? Kung meron siyang some sort of relationship, as the letter mentioned, with that YouTube channel and its legal services.
Uh,
Oo.
I mean, it's an interesting question, and it's not
Mm,
insinuating anything. In fact, it's giving Minister Diab an off-ramp, essentially,
mhm,
to explain what's going on because there are images of like, parang hindi tama. It doesn't pass the smell test, shall we say,
mhm.
gano'n na lang siya. Na parang, "Anong relationship niyo? Who you?" Sabi mo nga, sino ba yon yung nag-i-interview, hindi mo mahanap, 'di ba, I Am
Honestly,
Canada.
I couldn't find it, nag-try ako. Wala dun sa mismong YouTube channel, eh. Parang hindi ko
It's not the
nakita.
first time it's not the first time I've seen this fellow actually. I've seen like some
Oh,
interviews before and yun yung diniscuss yung TR to PR nga tsaka mga changes sa PGWP. In-interview din siya ng mga ibang ano, like, mga YouTube, producers, mga mga nagpa-platform on YouTube. So, I was very surprised that Minister Diab would appear here. I don't know who invited her and why she accepted, or if
Mm.
her team didn't like look this up, sa totoo lang. Kasi parang I don't wanna be like disrespectful, pero kasi sino siya? Hindi naman siya kilala as a legal professional, nor as an immigration consultant, but he talks about like immigration issues for sure. Like, this is a democracy. Anyone can talk
Mm.
about it. Pero like, he comes as if he's like, in a position of authority. And wala naman nagmomonopolya ng authority here. Pero tinatanong kasi natin dito kanina pa, who you? Lahat kaming
Mm.
mga kausap ko, gano'n din yung tanong, "Sino ba 'to?" So,
Mhm.
some people have looked it up, and ito nga, alam naman natin na si Minister Dia before nagtrabaho as a lawyer in the Halifax or Nova Scotia, area. And,
Oh,
one of the things na binost ng pag-appoint sa kanya is dati siyang nagtrabaho in immigration. So we were all hopeful,
yeah.
'di ba? Na, daughter of an immigrant, herself an immigrant, tapos sa anong tawag dito, may immigration law practice supposedly, although no one's really heard of her from the Atlantic Immigration Bar.
Yeah.
'Di naman siya prominent in terms of like immigration practice, but that's fine. You don't need to be prominent to be competent. Pero yun nga, parang ang weird na pina-platform mo itong provider na ito. Why them? Na alam
Yeah.
naman natin na ang daming official channels. Like,
Right.
even IRCC has like its own YouTube channel, when
Mhm.
they do like webinars, etc. So nakakapagtaka talaga. So,
Yeah.
hindi mo naman siguro masisisi ang SILA for asking a legitimate question. She is a public officer. So we need to understand kung may commercial ties ba ito with her? Bakit pina-platform all of a sudden ng no less by than the Minister of Immigration, 'di ba, itong
Correct.
isang platform na ganito?
Oo.
Nakapagtataka.
Ako ang, siguro if I see anything off with it, as you mentioned ano, wala naman, eh, we're in a democracy, She can grant an interview to anybody she likes, whether malaki following 'yan o hindi. One
Mhm.
thing that I find is a bit off lang, kasi nga, I also noticed na yung YouTube channel is a business. It
Yeah,
favors, so obviously, her being on that channel, which again, kumukuha po ng kliyente yung YouTube channel
cringe.
sa platform. Kikita siya dun. Kikita siya dun because for some people, it might, be even perceived na, "Oh, baka malakas 'to kay immigration minister, dito tayo magpunta." Yung ganong aspeto ba. So, it's a little off in that aspect
Yeah,
for me, 'no?
you hit
Okay,
the nail on the
anyway.
co you hit the nail on the head. Absolutely.
Oo, yeah. O puntahan natin ito 'no, nabanggit mo kanina, Attorney Lou, if anything na may bago, ito na yun. Yung sinasabing pati yung mga CMAs daw, baka hindi kasama sa pagkukunan ng TR to PR. Again, hindi pa 'to sure until the official criteria comes out, but she did mention this in that interview. Okay, let me, put this up. Ayan. Ito lang yung sa isang, alam mo yung kapag magpapa-process ka ng LAMIA, high wage, low wage, so you
Yes?
have to determine if yung employment rate ng CMA, eh, above 6% or not. So this is a list of CMAs. Okay, there. So mga St. John's, nakasulat dito sa Newfoundland and Labrador, Halifax, Moncton, St. John, Fredericton, Saguenay, Quebec, at marami pang iba. Okay, Kamloops, Kelowna, Edmonton, yan, Chilliwack, Vancouver, talagang malaki, 'no? Abbotsford, Nanaimo. I
Mhm.
think I saw a comment, sa isang episode ko, ang sabi, what do you expect? Paano kung ang gusto sa rural, rural na rural, tapos very high skilled, marami bang gano'ng mahahanap, Lou?
We're all speculating at this point kasi hindi nga natin alam
Yeah,
kung okey na kailangan talaga high skilled, 'di ba?
right,
Puwede mong
right.
sabihin din, sinabi rin kasi ni Minister Diab na CMA, okay, fine. Pero kasi puwede kasi nilang i-adjust 'yan, eh. Paano kung sinabi nilang CMA with a particular or a census region with a particular population threshold? Puwedeng labas
Oo,
ka sa CMA, pero yung region mo mataas ang population to the point na hindi ka pa rin qualified.
right,
So
right.
ano na, 'di ba? So,
Mhm,
yun nga, again, the absence of detail, the absence of information creates chaos. And in
mhm.
chaos, sabi nga ni, sino ba 'to, yung isang character sa Game of Thrones, yung traidor, "Chaos is a ladder."
Hmm,
Siguro si I Am Canada ginagamit na ladder ito,
oo.
'di ba? So, yun. So, parang hindi ko alam kung bakit siya nagsalita, kung try nilang i-control yung narrative, pero hindi pa rin kumpleto yung kanyang information na lalo siyang nag-sow ng chaos, 'di ba?
Yeah, oo. Mas ma-appreciate pa sana natin 'no, sa'kin lang, kung okay, she had that interview and then she gave out the rules na. Alam mo yun, tapos na, at least we got it. Pero hindi pa nga rin, eh. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo guys 'no, usually if you would give out an interview na nabigay naman sa'yo yung questions in advance, usually it's for you to clarify things, to take over the narrative. Pero tama 'no, I agree with Attorney Lou, it's done nothing but cause more anxiety nga naman sa mga
Yun na
nag-aabang
nga.
dito sa PR program. So, that is it. Abangan natin. Palagay mo sasagot siya, Lou, sa letter at talagang sasagutin yung 1, 2, 3, 4 points na ni-recommend ninyo dun, na sabihin ba ano na nangyayari dito, na-launch na ba o hindi? At magbigay ng date?
I doubt. I think, suko na ako, sorry. Suko na ako sa
Oo.
kanya.
Ay naku, oh sige.
Napagod siya, yun lang. Award.
Okay, o diyan na lang po natin tatapusin muna ang ating episode. Kayo ba yung mga nag-aabang diyan ng TR to PR? Nabubwisit na rin ba kayo dito sa patsi-patsing announcement? Okay, let us know in the comment section. We'll end this episode here. Thanks, Attorney Lou. Okay,
Thank you
bye
rin.
everybody.